Are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Mike 51. Here we go. Hey, kill. 26.
First down, Prescott. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Prescott. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. It's our field. It's our field. And it's our round.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Run it up. 18. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at the 40.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Working from the gun. Rodgers looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Under crunch. General West. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Get 300. SOS.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yep.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On first down, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go, here we go. Quick dash.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken at his 4. Shreds the tackle. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
There we go. Mike 54. Watch the run. 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Hey, Phil. 47. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, kill.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
46.
Here's Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The pass there complete to Sutton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the left side. Gallup's got it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Perfect. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No gain on this defense.
3rd and long for Prescott. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got his tight end fan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. He completes this to Sutton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
from the 35 on second down. Prescott, that one into the hands of Hamilton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now stands at 13. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You got it. You got it.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And again, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. Fighting him off. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, it's Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Look again.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, exit.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here we go. Watch 58. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. It's a gain of a yard.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight one-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Rodgers. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to run again here with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.